He had texted me a while
Aaron,
ago.
what's his name?
Yeah, I'd like to have one, but
It was right down the road from the track, too.
I just don't have time, especially now I got freaking 2 more kids coming. So, no, it's not him. No, you kidding me? I tried to get a hold of that guy, and he never got back to me. So,
I would love to do a actual drift event at the Speedway if there is a group that can come to do that.
Well, I paved the goddamn X at Hudson because they were like, oh, if you pave the X, we'd come back. No one's ever got back to us. Like, you know, screw you.
So, I mean, if anybody knows of a New England-based drift car group that goes and does shows.
Here's the problem. Every time I've tried to work with a drift guy or a drift
group or whatever,
they just blow you off.
Yeah.
They say, oh, we want to do this. And then it's just like, okay, when do you want to do it? They just don't get back to you.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying the feed might have stopped.
Yeah, I see the feed for just came back on. The YouTube feed dumped for some reason, but it's now back. But all the other feeds are
Aaron,
up.
I've dealt with like 3 or 4 different groups. And it's like, you know, I'm tempted just to start one on my own and say, look, this is what we're going to do. You show up to the damn track. You do this. You don't like it. Go somewhere else. Let's do it. With what time? That's the problem. With
Your
what
free time.
There's only so many hours in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, if you can get me in touch with the right group, I would absolutely entertain trying to put something together at Claremont.
Well, the thing is you need, because right now, I mean, the track's wide enough. You can do whatever. But if the go-kart track wasn't there and it was just like a paved, like, that'd be mint.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we just do a dirt track and just do dirt go-karts.
Yeah, you never know. Never say never about anything. It changes from year to year. So,
Aaron, so we are back up, guys. We dumped the stream. Our internet went out here in the building and just came back on.
Wait,
of course,
for all of it or just?
Everything is back up now. So,
Jesus.
In Nashville, the internet here is horrible. We're better at the other building, but
yeah, I don't want to get shot.
No.
I don't want to get shot over there.
I didn't think that area was that bad.
Yeah,
somebody got killed in our parking lot.
There's a lot of crackheads over there.
Well, just don't go in the parking lot.
It's all right. That building's getting turned into traveling nurse housing.
I love the guys that used to sit on the front porch there. Ones with the signs.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys were funny as anything. Walmart Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, we'd probably be better off with Walmart Wi-Fi, but
you travel around and you get the cell service and Wi-Fi at some tracks. It's
when you were saying that RaceDayTV is looking for help, every racetrack on our group could use help in multiple different areas. So if anybody has any inclination they want to get involved, like I always say, on the dark side rather than on the race side, reach out to any of the GMs. Reach out to John, reach out to Ben, reach out to myself, reach out to Mark. I mean, we're always looking for help. Even on Dwarf Car Series, I'm sure Ryan's looking for help on the Dwarf Car Series. So
yeah,
it is fun.
Come on over to the dark side.
I'm gonna start wearing Darth Vader costume.
I'm already sounding like him. So.
Yeah,
Emperor Palpatine over here.
It's your chance if you have good ideas.
Mark, I am your father.
That's weird.
Wait, you get a big inheritance, Mark. Go with it.
It's a way for you guys that would say, like, we don't like the way this is run. I have great ideas. I have this. This is your chance. You can come work for the different tracks and put your ideas into motion and talk to the GMs.
Tell you to go screw off.
And then, I mean, this is how we grow what we're doing as a sport. That's all that I have. Mike's got the Turkey Day Classic coming up, the November 30th. Remember, guys, Hudson and New England Dwarf Car Banquet, January 11th. Lee's is January 17th. We got to get those forms in. They're available on all the Facebook pages. They're pinned right to the top. Go ahead and print them out and send them in. And we'll see you guys all at the banquet.
I got one last thing. I've said that like 3 times already. But
yes.
Guys, if you plan on coming to the Turkey Day race, please go to the website and click the race registration tab, register your car. All it does, there is no fee, no charge. All it does is going to speed up the day at registration twice fold.
You wouldn't believe how long registration takes.
Yeah. So if you can do that, when you go see Tara in the tower, she can just click a couple buttons and you're done. It's quick and easy and painless, and it actually gives us an opportunity to plan our day too, so we know roughly how many cars are coming in each division and stuff like that. And also for promoting, you know, we can promote who's coming to the race and what we have coming up for that day. So please, I can't stress that enough. Hit that registration tab and get that done.
Also pay attention with the dwarf cars, Hudson. I know Lee's, I'm sure Claremont does. It tells you when it's due, guys, when your banquet forms are due. I think Hudson and Dwarfs is like the end of December 29th.
December 29th for Hudson and Lee and the dwarf cars.
Yeah, so just pay attention to that, guys. Don't miss out because of that. You know,
And
if you're having,
the reason is to give all us plenty of time for trophies and getting the proper amount of food ordered and the whole deal. So,
and I mean, are there caps on the numbers we can have at any of them? I know, sometimes I'll, have them.
the place I have it is big enough. If we get to the point where it's getting close, then we'll figure something out. But we've never had a problem where we've had too many.
If you're in the points and
Hudson and Lee, I think that place is pretty big.
We can hold 300 people for each.
So I mean, but just keep in mind, guys, if you're in the points, if you're looking, you're showing up, get yours in early.
Yep.
Don't wait until the last minute. Don't be that person that 300 people happen to show up and you don't get in.
Don't be that guy who calls the day before the banquet and gets mad for 6 months because he doesn't get his trophy that very clearly said that you got to fill this form out and send it in. Otherwise, you don't get your trophy, and then hound me for 6 months after that when you get your trophy and then lose it.
Yeah,
so,
John.
I mean, not personal experience or anything, but like that was a hassle this entire year. So this is you guys right here. Like, banquet, forms are due. Let's get them in. Easy. That way you get your trophies.
No. If you help in the pits or in the infield, you don't have to pay to get in.
Kenny, reach out to one of the GMs. I don't know where you're from, but just reach out, and if they have something that you can do, I'm sure they can work. We can work something out.
That doesn't mean you get to watch. You don't get to sit there and watch the races. You actually work.
Yeah.
It's a good balance, guys. I've you guys can test. I do a lot of the tracks. I fill in at different things. So, one day I'm in the infield. I drove the pace car. I announced this year. I'm doing tire scanning.
You did pretty good announcing too.
I drove the blower truck. Yeah. So, just a little bit of everything.
John drove the pace car.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I
was a passenger.
You do get to see some racing sometimes, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Depending on your role, where you're at. There is periods where you have to do some work, and there's some times where you get to watch. So there's opportunities, and have that as part of the conversation with the GM if you're interested. I'd rather be in something where I'm in the infield. I want to clean up after the cars. I get to see a little bit more versus I want to work security at the front gate, where you're not going to be able to see anything at most of the tracks, so communicate that and be effective, because the worst thing is going to be if you come in with the expectation that you're going to be able to see the track from where you are, and you're not going to, you're not going to end up seeing anything because you're in the front ticket booth, then it's not going to work out for you or for us.
Chris, no, I'm not going to buy you a pit pass, though, but I'll buy you a
I'm
coffee.
So yeah, so just be mindful of that. Communicate that when you're talking to people. I'll ride in the back left to give you more left side weight, Andrew.
Actually, Andrew brought up a point. I've had a couple people ask about passengers in the Enduro. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's no passengers in the Enduro.
We did.
Or passengers in the
hippos.
And the hippos.
You
No
can't do them in the
passengers
hippos?
there either. No. And actually, I think we're going to do the hippo race. We kind of talked about this. We're not going to do the twins, but we'll run heat races just like a normal race event. So the hippo guys, that's what we're going to do with that.
Yeah, the twins is the hustle. That's a special event.
That's really what the twin thing's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun. That did work out pretty cool. It was good to see all those vans out there. Passengers should be allowed to. Well, I should be able to get $1 million too, but
Yeah, unfortunately,
start an insurance company and you allow us to do it, then
So winter's a little different. The speeds, I think,
The speeds are nowhere near comparable.
So it's a little different event. I was going to say, I think that usually happens
different
in the
track
winter,
as
but,
well.
No, I think Claremont once did it, right?
I don't think so.
No,
No, I don't think so.
So yeah,
I'm assuming the Winter Blast is somebody else's name for a winter race.
That's
Riverside.
Yeah.
So it's a different, smaller track. It's tighter.
That just clicked a piece of the puzzle into my
Put
head
it this way.
from what Ben talked about
Put
earlier.
it this way. Mike Humphrey can get away with a lot of shit up there.
That's basically Canada, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
The problem is the town makes us have insurance before we even do anything. Where a lot of some of these other tracks, they don't have to.
Or they have different restrictions. I know, like when they used to do enduros, they required window nets, fire extinguishers, and that was requirements by safety at that from the town. Whereas Hudson, you don't need a window net. You know, it's recommended, but it's not required.
They ran school buses with them.
Shut up, John.
John.
All right, that's all we got for this week. Oh, Granny, still employee of the year. Another month.
It says month. That's a typo.
No. She's employee of every month. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
later,
See you
guys.
guys.